All right, escaping north-south. There are a number of ways to hold north-south, and a lot of them require different escaping strategies. Actually, get up. I'll lay down here. It's a little hard sometimes to display this.
Or maybe sideways?
It may be sideways. So what we're going to focus on is escaping the most dangerous of the north-south positions, okay? She has one arm on the inside and one arm on the outside. What makes this the most dangerous of the north-south positions, arguably, is because my arm is between her arms. She has the ability to bring me up and start looking for both kimuras and arm bars. Look at her go. And, although I don't think this is something perhaps in her wheelhouse, she can also bring this arm under my head and start looking for what's called the north-south choke. And that's not something I think she's learned deeply, so she doesn't know how to do it. That's okay. But anyways, all the danger comes when she splits my hands, okay? She has an arm between her arms, which is true for cross sides as well. The principle is sometimes more important than the specific escape. So she gets in here, and she's got my hand split. The first thing I want to do, and it might require a bump, is I want to bring my arm over to the same side as my other arm. And once it's here, the ability for her to go to the kimura or the arm bar is much harder. It's not impossible, but like just start going to the kimura. Already you find that harder because it's harder to find this hand. The arm bar is not such a problem for her. You go for the arm bar. Doesn't change much about the arm bar, but 1 out of 2 ain't bad, okay? I'd rather be threatened by one thing than threatened by 2 things. So I bring this into the inside. I begin to push. I'm putting energy into my elbow, driving into her shoulder. And from here, I'm going to do a pendulum and start to come out, okay? My goal is to move away from her. In ideal scenarios, I may be able to pull her down and get all the way up on top of her. I don't hope for the ideal, okay? I'm just hoping to get out, like. So if I look at this in like kind of more regular time, this arm on the other side of the head, easy for her to attack. I bump, I bring it to the other side where I could potentially put my hands together, okay? Go to my pendulum, and I'm getting to this elbow, all right? A couple of skills that I think are going to be necessary to make kids good at this particular escape. One is the pendulum. So teaching the pendulum. I'm going to kind of trail my feet on the floor lazily so my feet touch the floor as I move along. And then little by little, I'll start to get better at it. But I don't want to confuse it with a jackknife, I think it's called, which is like a CrossFit exercise where I keep my legs off the ground and I move them around like this. That's a good ab workout, but it doesn't generate energy. I want to think about extending and rolling. The goal is to make my body roll like that, okay? The second skill that I need is elbow retraction, okay? So the elbow retraction drill is going to be where I bring my hand down and bring it out and come up to this turtle type position, okay? So my hand goes over my head and I bring that elbow out because that's what I'm trying to do when I escape north-south. We'll do that one more time here. And you'll see the combination of these skills. I'm here, I bring this together where my hands could clap. That's probably a good way to show it to the kids. Elbow connecting in here. If I can just go like that and take all the space, I will. If she pushes back hard, I probably won't be able to do that. But with kids, if they let you do this, by all means do it. Pull this elbow out and start to come. If he pressures down, swing to pull the elbow out, okay? And that's probably the best escape from the north-south because that's when you're in the most danger, all right?